Welcome to Popcorn Talk. I'm your host, Michael, and I'm joined by Abbie and David. Woo! And we're just going to talk about what we've been into this week.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Actually,
Refrain from that.
I haven't had popcorn in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't had popcorn in a while. Especially not
It is my
specially flavored popcorn.
Dick flavored popcorn.
I ain't never had popcorn like
That's
that.
a conversation that we had off the cameras.
Yeah, off camera. We don't need to be
Because that's not.
logging that up.
Yeah. No. I
Yeah.
fucking
So what
love
you guys
popcorn.
been watching? What you watching? What you watching, Abbie?
I started watching Barry on
yeah.
HBO Max. Bill Hader is a hitman, but he wants to be an actor.
Don't we all?
And
Yep.
and comedy ensues. Actually, there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of sad moments, which was nice to see from Bill Hader.
Mm-hmm. He's very good in it.
I love seeing people miserable. No, it's just
so nice to see actors sad.
I love when people tap into real emotions.
Do you feel a connection because you're also an actor?
A hitman?
Oh yeah, hitman.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not a hitman. That's the most important part. I just appreciate, like, I can, no. They make fun of actors, though, which I can relate to that, 'cause it's funny.
What's the character with the bald guy who's like Russian?
Oh,
I love him so much.
Oh, gosh, what is his name?
He's got a
It's
name.
Soho or Boho?
Something
He's...
Are you guys okay? Especially Michael. Ba.
It's like Sobo Bob or something like that.
It's like Soho, right?
It's something with the.
I love his character. He's basically so it's like there's like the Chechens
Oh yeah, that's right.
that are like the main mob influence, at least in the first few episodes that I've watched so far. I think I've watched like 5 at most. And I don't know if he's like family or if he's
Say it the proper way.
family. I don't know if he's family or if he is just like a friend of the family.
We need to put up a family count.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
We're at 2.
No. We're a lot more than that.
No, right now.
Yeah, just right now, because you said it a couple times, and then I said it at least 2 times.
We'll say 5, 6.
Sure. Anyway, long story short, this character is like really. He's like so sweet, but he works for the mob, so he's just like, oh.
He thinks he's Barry's best friend.
Yeah.
But he's not. Barry hates him, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's just a really fun relationship.
Yeah, it's a really
It's a good
cute
show if you haven't watched it.
It's really good
It's
so
on
far.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 seasons.
I don't know.
I've heard of it. I've seen on my recommendations. I just don't have time to get into so many new shows.
I would say if you watch one episode, it's the one that Bill Hader wrote and directed. It's the funniest, and it.
You're telling him to
It's
watch
so
the
good.
last episode?
Yeah,
You'll not know
Got it.
anything.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's
It doesn't
fine.
really pertain to much that happens throughout the series. It's a
Oh.
very Barry centric.
It's a
episode.
Berry.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch
Berry.
Berry.
But,
I want some fucking Captain Crunch berries.
That's
Oh,
good.
I bought some cereal. That's like this healthy cereal, and it's this French Toast Crunch one. It's called like Catalina Crunch, and
The fucking Catalina Crunch.
it looked so good in the first bite. It's like, oh, it tastes just like French toast. In the second bite, it's like, this tastes like cardboard. And then you're just eating cardboard, and the milk doesn't even save it. It doesn't make it soggy. It's just
no.
still crunchy. And I
Oh,
regret
no.
spending the $7 it costs for a little bag like this.
Oh, no.
The last cereal I had was Oreo O's.
Ah.
So
I got some granola that tastes like Oreos from
Mm.
Target. Their store brand, their double
Mhm.
chocolate granola. It's healthy and it tastes just like that cereal. And you
Top
eat a whole
tier cereal.
bag in one set.
That sounds so good. The entire time you were talking about your sticks that tasted initially like French toast, all I could think about, remember French toast crunch? It was
That's what it was. It was French. It's Golden
That's what-
Grams. That's what it's supposed to be. But it
Oh.
tastes like French toast.
no, but like remember the one? It was like literally a little French toast.
It was a little
Yeah.
piece of bread. Yeah.
Yeah, those little cute ones.
Yeah, those were good back when I was a kid.
yeah,
40
cereal's
years ago.
definitely gone downhill.
Yeah.
My favorite cereal growing up was called King Vitamin.
Well, you can no longer talk.
But no.
End sentence.
It was called King Vitamin. I think it was probably just for like
80-year-olds?
No, like low income kids, like
Oh,
because it was like a
Was it in a
ripoff.
bag? Because that's what I had. I had the bagged version of Captain Crunch peanut butter. That's my favorite cereal, and that's what we had.
Hey, the bag
Well, that's just
knockoff
that's
brands
just-
were
yeah.
No,
It's
no,
value.
it was the Bobo version of Captain Crunch peanut
Or is it
butter, and
Sobo?
it came in like a huge bag. Sobo, yeah.
Oh, and every time he ends his text, because he's a hitman, he's like, "Hey Barry, whenever you're ready to go kill the Bolivians, just let me know." Soho. Like he like titles it as like anyway.
It's like his dad.
Yeah. Or his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, King Vitamin was the best because it was sweet, but it wasn't too sweet.
What
Cause
cereal was it imitating?
I don't know.
Was it like
Flintstones
snacks?
vitamins.
Yeah,
No.
like King Vitamin.
Hey.
That's
No,
some
no.
false advertisement.
Like I think it was supposed to be, if anything, like Cheerios,
oh,
but it wasn't. It was sweet, so
Does
like
anybody like
frosted Cheerios.
Cheerios?
I liked frosted Cheerios.
Do that with like put sugar in it.
no,
If
no,
you do
no.
those,
Plain Cheerios, no.
honey roasted.
Yeah, like the honey nut ones.
Honey nut
Those are
ones,
good.
yeah.
But not plain.
Apple Jacks. Aren't those Cheerios?
Nope, they're Apple Jacks.
Oh, okay.
Cornflakes aren't those Cheerios?
No. Okay. I had cornflakes when I was a kid. That's mostly what we got. But when my dad came into town, he would buy us like the sugary cereals,
Mhm.
and we'd like, oh, this is so good. But then we go back to fucking cornflakes and like get even more sugar because you had to put sugar, cinnamon,
Yep.
syrup sometimes in there to make them taste good.
Syrup. Oh my goodness, that's a
Oh, peanut
decadent
butter and
cereal.
syrup sandwiches. That's
Part of the food groups
if
and
you're
from
not-
Elf.
That's how poor people eat.
The 5 food groups.
I love how our popcorn talks are trending to just devolve to food.
It's an essential part of life, to be
Yeah.
fair.
True, very true.
I was eating when I watched a movie this week.
Oh,
No, I watched
riveting.
Batman the Long Halloween. They just put out the animated movies. It's like 2 parts, and it's like that comic series, and it's like super good. No
You
one's
still
ever
have
watched-
Mark Hamill as the Joker, or is it somebody else?
It's someone else. They have the
Is it
guy
like
from
Nolan, or not
Supernatural,
Nolan North.
Troy Baker.
Yeah, Troy
That's
Baker.
who it is. I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
I
But
want
The
got
other guy that
Josh-
does every voice.
Josh Duhamel, whatever the hell his name is.
Duhamel.
He's Two-Face / Harvey Dent, and the guy from Supernatural, Dean. No, whatever one has short hair. That's who is Batman.
Yeah, it's Dean, the shorter one. Jensen Ackles.
The one that doesn't live in Austin.
They both lived in Austin.
The one that
The
didn't
older
have
brother of
long hair. The one that's cool.
The one that drove all the time.
Yes.
Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
That's
Okay.
I want to know what you were eating while watching this.
I was probably eating a Beyond Burger. 2 of them, because I always eat things in 2.
2 of them.
2 of them, yeah.
Really?
I buy
Fun
things
fact.
in 2, and I have to eat things in 2. I can't just buy. If I go to the store, I have to buy multiples. I can't just buy one thing. It's like, I
Because
feel
it'll be
bad.
lonely. It'll be
feel bad.
lonely.
I feel bad for the store.
One is the loneliest number. I watched
Interesting.
Labyrinth
Oh.
So
for the
like,
first time in like 20
Dance,
years.
Magic dance.
It was a movie.
Did you chili down with the fire gang?
Nope. No, I did not. I was working. I was like kept it like
with the fire gang.
slide eyeing. It was interesting. It's still like exactly what you expect it to be.
It took me like 10 times to like that movie. Not gonna lie.
I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. It's like
Yeah.
I have to appreciate it,
Yeah.
but it gives me the thought like, you guys have seen The Dark Crystal, right?
Yeah.
a
How
long
old were
time
you when you
ago.
saw it?
Oh God.
Obviously younger.
I saw it when I was a kid, but I didn't really see it. I only saw it like 3 years ago.
So I saw it when I was like, under 10 years old, and then
Mhm.
I watched it last year
hmm
when the show was about to come out on Netflix.
That's when I watched it. Yeah. The Skeksis.
It is not.
I know.
No, it's not good.
I
Like,
know.
It's there. It's like, why did I think this was the best show or the best movie ever? Like, the story's there. It's just so slow and so boring. The set's great. All that it's cool and all. It's just boring because how slow it
That's
is.
how Labyrinth is. Like Labyrinth is like
Yeah.
this big musical thing, but it's just like, is this good? I don't
Yeah.
think this is good.
Though I did
Why
like
does
how they
everyone love
had,
this movie?
I did like the knight that was guarding the bridge and his like trusty steed was a dog.
Oh yeah, the little fox.
Yeah.
The smoking fox.
But then-
Did it howl?
He was like, I don't.
I love. He was funny.
He was really janky the way they moved him. It was great. Yeah.
But then, did you guys watch the show at all? Dark Crystal.
Nope.
I got 1 episode in. I was like,
Same.
fuck
It
this.
was so bad. I like people like I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing because I've seen it. I've seen the movie when I was younger, and I remember seeing it when I was younger and seeing it now, and it's just not good. I don't know why people like talk it up so much. Like maybe because they're sponsored by it or by the company, but it's just.
I love
did
the
not
Dark
think
Crystal.
Yeah.
Dark
The
Crystal,
show and the movie.
watch today.
I couldn't get into it. It just wasn't entertaining.
I watched
Not for our age group.
the new He-Man. I watched that, which is it's not a remake. It's a continuation of the 80s He-Man. So it was fucking awesome. It was like they had rad music and it was just like awesome toys. That's all they were doing was selling toys. That's what this was, and I'm totally down for that. And I knew one episode in that everyone was gonna hate it because they fucking they kill off He-Man the first episode.
Well,
and then they have
That's a choice.
and they
spoiler.
have, and they have
This is the
female-
wrong show for
yeah,
that.
and they have female leads as the action
Yeah.
heroes, and I knew right away. Oh, so many guys are gonna show
Oh,
because there's
female led.
yeah, it's like social justice warriors. But they bring back all the great characters like Merman, who's like amazingly stupid, and I love him.
Wasn't Kevin Smith the lead on it?
Yeah,
he's
he
the
wrote
showrunner?
it. He's a showrunner, and I think he did an amazing job at.
Yeah, tell Kevin
No one else
Smith
does.
he's wrong at something relating to pop culture and
Yeah.
comics and all that. Like,
Yeah,
no.
I think he's on the pulse, but I loved it. I definitely recommend it.
What's it called?
He-Man.
He-Man. It's Masters of
But,
the
like, does it
Universe
have a-
Revelations. That's what
Okay,
it's
but
called.
does it have like
I
a
guess
full
that's
title?
probably why they didn't name it He-Man.
Yeah,
They just did Master of the Universe.
because they kill him off in the first episode, but they also kill Skeletor, which I was sad about. But because Skeletor is Mark Hamill.
Skeletor lives
Yep.
on.
He's Skeletor, yeah, he's one of my favorite characters because he's a villain and he's like such a dumbass and he's a skeleton.
That was the 80s.
How's he have a fucking body and muscles? He's a skeleton.
Dude, they're all jacked. Like, I love it.
Yeah, and everyone is still jacked and like
Good.
it's rad. Like if you just like rad shit, because they got heavy metal playing when they're fighting and it's like ching ching. It's just awesome. Definitely recommend it, and it was so good. And I'm very bad that the big fan base for He-Man is shitting on it, and it's like, fuck you, this is awesome. Would you want more just He-Man fighting Skeletor over and over and over?
And
But
the,
it
sounds
the
like
fan,
that's
the
exactly
fan
what
group
they
is like,
want.
yes, that's what we
Yeah.
wanted.
Well, I didn't, but I enjoyed it.
That's cool.
It's good to change up shows every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially for
Well,
a new generation. You know?
Yeah, 30-year gap. So,
Mhm.
well, 20-year gap, but either way, like,
And that fucking world makes no goddamn sense. It's like weird techno medieval. Like there's guys in tanks, and then there's a guy next to him on a horse, and next to him is like a cyborg horse. It's just like,
nice.
what the fuck is going on? Shooting lasers.
You're
This is
talking
awesome.
about a universe where a skeleton has muscles and sinew and connective tissues.
And there's another guy who looks just like him, but his name is Scareglow, and he feeds off your fear, and it's voiced by Candyman, and it's pretty cool.
I don't know who that is.
Candyman, you ever seen Candyman? It's like Bloody Mary. You say Candyman 3 times, and he
Yeah, like
appears.
the
Got the
horror.
hook hand.
Aren't they coming up with a new movie soon?
Yeah, it's coming out October, I
Like,
think.
yeah, like,
Jordan Peele.
real soon.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. It's a Clive Barker short story called "Sweets for the Sweet." I think that's what it's called. No, it's not called that, but that's like one of the big moments in it. But rambling.
No, I'm still on my Sopranos kick.
Oh,
But it's made me, like, crave Italian food all the time now. And so that's when we went and saw The Green Knight. I got the chicken tenders. Well, hold on. Let me start this by I dreamt this. I literally dreamed this. It was like one of those states where, like, I was asleep. Well, asleep. I was laying in bed and I could not fall asleep to save my life. It was like 2 a.m. and I'm like starting to doze off. I'm like, man, chicken parm sounds really good right now.
Chicken parm always sounds good.
Yeah. But I was sitting like, man, I wonder if they have chicken parm at Alamo. Like, they should have chicken parm, like a chicken parm sandwich. That'd be pretty good. Like, but they have pizza. I could put chicken tenders on the pizza. No, that's too much. That's too much. Take it easy. And then I was like, but I can take the chicken tenders and order a side of marinara, and then I got chicken parm right there. And that's what I did, and it was delightful and everything I expected.
You could have gotten the chicken tenders, the cheese sticks, and made a little sandwich.
I was thinking that too.
I could see Lauren trying to grab one and him like, "Gah, my fucking chicken tenders, like batting her hand away.
She did not get any. I gave her fries, but she did not get any of the tenders. 'Cause I forgot.
Can we please have like a bit of just like the nighttime dream of like your food concoctions?
Just like a speech bubble.
The little speech bubble is
Or
like
like a
da da
little
da da da
dream
da
bubble.
da, and it's
Do you guys prefer chicken parm or eggplant parm? Your had eggplant parm?
I like them both. I like the
Um,
crispiness. I prefer chicken parm.
I
Just 'cause
always-
the texture.
I've always liked eggplant parm over chicken parm. Just the way the marinara soaked into the chicken, I didn't like. I like the way it soaked into the eggplant though.
I just like the
Interesting.
texture of the chicken better than the. It's still really good, but I like
Mhm.
the texture.
Have you had eggplant chips? You take the eggplant and you put it in like a breading and you deep fry it, and it's good as shit.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, I used to make them all the time.
I've been thinking about this ever since you mentioned you eat things in twos. Does that mean you eat 2 bowls of cereal?
About to, like whatever the serving size, it's always a lot.
But like, do you literally make 2 bowls side by side, or do you just
No.
get a second bowl?
No, I ate my
Like, you
cereal with my Beyond Burgers. I didn't eat it on its own. I ate my
Like
cereal.
1 and 2.
Yeah, while I was eating my burgers, still was eating my cereal.
2 dishes.
I'm just trying to picture bouncing the tastes between cereal and then burger.
Like I said,
do you need like a little aperitif off to the side, like
It
to
was-
cleanse your palate, like,
it was
like some
burgers.
ginger?
It was burgers and cardboard, so there wasn't really much of a difference.
Burgers and cardboard. That's gross.
The cereal's gross. Catalina Crunch sucks. Don't buy it.
What's the box look like?
It's a bag.
Oh,
It's in like a
like bag wine, like Franzia
So
box.
they use all the cardboard from the box to make the
Yes.
cereal, and they just leave you with the bag.
well, it's like a fancy bag. It's not like a clear shitty bag. It's
It
like
should
one of those
be.
like a protein powder bag comes in.
Yeah, like
Pouch.
That, like
Is
thicker
pouch?
plastic.
Is that what it's called? A pouch? I don't know.
Protein pouch.
Yeah.
Fucking Catalina Crunch.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck you, Catalina Crunch. So I'm definitely gonna buy their free loops.
What are
You're
those,
getting
the Catalina loop?
Loop?
I don't know. There was a joke there, and I
They're called-
missed it completely.
They're called fruit circles or something. I don't know.
That's
Even though I
boring.
know it's gonna taste like
That's
cereal.
more boring
cardboard.
than what I expected.
Yeah, it's for old. It's keto. It's a whole thing is keto. So it's like, but it's also, it doesn't have any dairy in it, so, or a lot of sugar. That's why I got it. I was like, oh, I want some cereal. It's like, but I don't want a lot of sugar.
And you ate it like, man, I should have gotten that sugar.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
right.
I was like, oh, I need to grab some sugar.
I hate myself even more now.
Yeah. Should just got a fucking donut.
Which also goes great in twos.
Yeah. I always
Can't
get
just
two.
have one
Can't have
donut.
one. Yeah. I bought 4 the other weekend because they didn't have the they normally have like the bags to put like 1 or 2 donuts in. They didn't have anything. They only had the boxes. So I was like,
I might as well
look
fill
at
it up.
4, yeah. There was a Makta donut that was really disgusting, and then there was a banana cookie dough one.
Makta?
That was weird. Makta, the green tea.
Oh, I thought it was matcha.
Matcha.
Matcha. It has a T in it.
But it goes before the CH, right? Mat.
No, it's MACHTA.
Oh.
Makta. Maybe I'm
I thought
saying
it
it
was
wrong.
matcha. I don't know.
I don't know. I just
How do we
I
say
just, I
it?
just say what I read.
Just like pronounce everything just by the verbiage.
Yeah, just like
Or enunciate every single word.
polo.
Oh, pollo.
Polo
Oh,
chicken.
that's right. That's a flashback.
I'm sorry,
to our
there's
first
no Y in
popcorn.
there. This is America.
There's a merc.
And it's not a Hispanic restaurant. It's white as shit. So I'm sorry.
So
if I pronounce it polo.
maybe that actually is how they want you to pronounce it. They want you to mispronounce the word.
That's a lie. They were all
I'm going on
everyone
a
worked there
limb
was Hispanic.
I'm gonna say no, and I said it in Spanish.
And they also don't label the chicken names. They have their own fancy cool names for it. So it's like,
Oh.
I want the deluxe, which is bacon and chicken burger. Good as shit. Bacon, not really.
Oh,
good.
I was
Okay,
like-
No.
I think your mind was blown over here and mine was blown over here. We're just like, but look at
Like, you don't eat bacon?
Bacon. Actually, they don't cook their bacon enough, and it's kind of gross.
Ew.
They need to, take this restaurant's vegan. If you have bacon, crispy bacon.
Although I don't eat bacon. I don't eat pork anymore. But when I used to eat bacon, I actually preferred it to be a little bit flexible.
That's
I
'cause
didn't want the
You're a
crispy.
monster.
I like both.
I like it crispy, but if I had hot dogs, I would wrap bacon around it. So it couldn't be crispy. It had to be just kind of cooked.
Faux dogs?
Yeah.
Is that what they
No,
call
this is real hot dogs.
Oh.
But back like 10 years ago.
What do they call them?
Hot dogs? The links, protein links. I used to eat those because
it?
it's
So boring.
It's pure
no,
protein,
it sounds.
and I just snack on those. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. That's all.
Gotta
I
get
ate.
my protein links.
It doesn't sound tough. It just sounds like generic, like stamp.
That's what it is. Yeah, they call them Just call them protein links. But some of them call them hot dogs. But protein links is one I get because they're the best tasting ones. The brand Tofurkey, which is the biggest, makes the grossest food, and it's always like the little brands that taste good. Even though I did see carrot dogs, which I did not buy because that sounds disgusting.
Sounds the worst.
Yeah, they look the worst. Like, if you're a carrot dog, don't promote it. Lie. We want lies.
Great segue. Do we want to...
So, movies, that's what we're supposed to be talking about, right? Not
it's a
food.
popcorn talk. We
Yeah.
can talk about anything that pops into our head.
I didn't even think of it that way.
What?
Anything that pops into our
Oh,
head.
man.
I was waiting.
Oh
Oh,
my
man.
god.
I'm going to go kill myself.
It took a couple weeks, but we got there.
Yeah, that's all I've been watching, honestly, is Barry. And because I had just finished like a smorgasbord of shows that I was bouncing back to back. And then I finished Hacks and Miss Maisel, and I was still working on Spaced. Spaced? It's Simon Pegg and his friend, I don't remember his name.
Nick Frost?
Yeah, Nick Frost.
Never heard of it. Is
Oh
it a
my
movie
gosh,
or a show?
It's an
Wait,
old
isn't that,
show.
Like early, like
It's old.
2000s or like late 90s?
Yeah, it's old and it's great.
Is it British?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's super British. I think I've seen it. It's like weird, like colorful and like greens and all that sort of stuff.
There's some wacky scenes with color. I think it's hilarious.
I've seen a few episodes years ago.
Rewatch it. Give it a chance. Do you like Simon Pegg?
I love both of them.
Then what's the question here?
That doesn't mean the show's good.
It is
Yeah.
good though. That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's hilarious.
I think those early 2000s British shows are hit or miss. Like, the only one I really
Yeah.
like is IT Crowd.
Nah,
That's-
Spaced hits the mark.
Is IT Crowd early 2000s? I thought it was like mid.
I think it's early. It's pretty old.
I know it's been going on for a while.
Well, it only had 2 seasons.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was going on for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's actually really fucking funny if you've never watched it. I highly recommend it if you're into that weirdo comedy. So,
Define weirdo comedy.
comedy that has weirdos in it. If there's weird, awkward people and they're weird and awkward and it's funny, weirdo comedy. Bam.
Okay.
Would you consider that like Big Bang Theory like that?
Yeah. It was. I think it was when it first started, but then it kind of went like too corporate, man. Later on,
Mm-hmm.
it got really bad towards the end. Like, I think the first couple seasons were really good. Then it just kind of.
When it got popular, they started like bombarding the scripts with like nerd culture and
Yeah,
pop culture.
they
jokes.
overdid it.
Yeah, where it's like there wasn't a punchline. It's just like they said so many different things and they had a laugh track.
Yeah.
Like that video, have you seen it? We're like talking about like doing a competition, like doing this competition in this arena and this. And it's like they name like 6 different pop culture references, but it doesn't end with a punchline. But they still have a laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
So
oh.
uncomfortable.
Insert
It
laugh
like-
track.
Oh, that makes me really uncomfortable. Could you picture how awkward it would be if a laugh track was just one person laughing? But it was like it was the same person, just chorused. So it was like
different
500
It
of
was
Parts of
them.
the room.
The Green Knight is the laugh track. Him laughing.
Oh, we just went,
Yeah,
ha,
yeah, that's
ha.
the best laugh track. Just chorused as you were saying, but it's just him.
What Schmittens? What have you been watching?
God, just before this, Schmittens took the stinkiest shit.
The
It
gnarliest.
smelled so bad, and it
The-
came out of nowhere.
I didn't smell it.
I smelled it bad.
To be fair, you are right next to the space shit.
But the litter box worked, didn't it?
No,
No?
no, not for like it went through like. So he has this spaceship that we're calling it, and it's like this. How do you want? It looks like a spaceship. and
Litter
it's, like,
robot. It's a mod style.
it's a small house for a cat that he shits in, and it like circulates and pulls out the poop.
Yes.
It had to go through 90% of that cycle before the smell went away.
It
I'm
went away,
picturing-
though.
I'm picturing like House Hunters Cats Edition where they're looking at different litter boxes.
She chases mice around. He's a stay-at-home cat. Their budget, $3 million.
Oh, anyway, but it's futuristic-y looking and it's giant. It's like at an angle, so it looks like a spaceship, which we so cleverly call the space shit. And yeah, as the I can't believe we're doing an entire moment explaining this.
It's a litter robot. If you have a cat, you know what it is.
Anyway, it didn't do the trick.
It did.
It filtered.
If it wasn't going, if that didn't happen, we would still be smelling it.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Imagine using hands. Not a moment, like not immediately. but,
What?
Like we
Using
wouldn't
hands?
have to still be smelling it. We could have removed the problem.
But it did it for me.
That's true. At our
We have the technology.
Oh man. Anyway,
We watched, me and David watched Wrath of Man, which was
Yeah,
great.
that's right. That was the other movie. I
Yeah,
watched
that
the
was,
other day.
the movie no one's talking about, but I think it's pretty rad. Guy Ritchie.
Has it? Yeah, it had a little theater run.
It did, but
Like it was a few weeks.
yeah.
Very few theaters, but it was dope. I loved it. It was like 3 shorts, essentially 3 shorts put into one chronologically.
Mhm.
Are you
I'm
okay?
still thinking about the House Hunters moment. He's a stay-at-home cat. Jesus, fly. I don't know why that's so funny to me right now.
Oh. All cats to stay at home.
Their budget $3 million. It's so accurate.
I wonder how bad a $3 million litter box would be. It would just be like a litter box, and
It would
they'd
be a
like-
house.
No, they wouldn't. Someone sell that. It'd be worse than that litter box. It'd be smaller than that, and they just put like diamond encrusted something. It's like, here's this special wood from Colombia that only you can get. Yada yada yada. And it would suck. It would just be overpriced.
True.
That's where I'm going at.
So what would be your ideal $3 million?
One
Litter
that-
box.
One
I-
that disintegrates to shit immediately.
I was about to say it's a portal to another world. So it's like the cat steps in, does its business, steps out.
And
Perfect.
there's a sushi bar.
Shit world. Shit
Ooh.
planet.
Shit planet.
It's just cat shit. It's
Like,
just a litter box.
so
Oh, they already
these
have.
people who started this litter box company bought a planet.
Yeah. A moon.
They bought a celestial
Body.
body, have a portal, have the technology to build a portal
Uh-huh.
for a cat to go through.
Yep.
Just to shit in space
Maybe.
and then come back.
Maybe that's what the real the real meaning of pyramids are. They're not there to house tombs. They're made by the cat gods to portal to shit planet.
Shit planet.
Maybe that's what Earth is. This is their portal to shit, and then they go leave onto their good planet with
The
no cat shit.
Egyptians?
The Egyptian cat gods
Oh, okay.
of yonder.
So we're shit planet,
we are shit planet. Yeah.
and their planet is shit planet as
No,
well.
no, their planet is perfect. I'm saying, what if
Perfect.
it's
So we're
Low
they're
hanging
shit
fruit.
planet. We're shit planet prime, and they're shit planet beta to us, right?
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
we think they're
we
shit
think
planet.
they're shit planet, but actually we are the shit
So
planet.
we are
We
shit
are
planet
the
prime.
shit planet. Put that on a shirt. We are shit planet. You guys see the new Jackass trailer?
Nope.
Well, never mind.
Well, how about you tell us about it?
I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, describe the bits in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
It's
anyone
just
get hit in
them
arms?
getting the shit kicked out of them. Yes, by a
Oh.
softball player.
Oh, great.
It's pretty fun. It starts like as like a when was the last time you did this with your friends? And it's like showing like old little bits because like they say Johnny Knoxville's 49.
Oh, wow.
Like they're about to do a bit, and Steve was like, "Yeah, it's good if you get concussion. Like concussions are bad, but if you get them before you're 50, you're fine." Johnny Knoxville's 50 though, or 49, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I messed that bit up. Yeah, he's like if it's 50 and he's 49.
Did you ever watch their videos before it was Jackass on like fucking
Like the CKY
Napster,
videos?
CKY2K? That's what it used to be called. I remember the bit of George Carlin's like, "Hey, you never seen a man take a shit while he's running?" And the next thing is them taking all laxatives and
Mhm.
taking a shit while running. This was year 2000, so long ago on the internet,
Those
Napster.
dudes are.
Yeah, mail away videos before your guys' time.
Before
Back when you got VHSs in the mail.
before
and then
you
you
knew
put
you
them
were
on the
living on shit
computer.
planet.
That was the thing though, Netflix, where you have to
Mhm.
send the video.
Oh,
in.
my brother did it with games. It was
Gamefly.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
That's the second time in 24 hours that somebody that I've been around has referenced GameFly.
Really?
Brought it up. Yeah, last night one of our friends brought it up at our game night. They were talking about playing Way of the Samurai. They were talking about getting it in Blockbuster first.
Oh, wow.
Had like 3 days to play it and beat it, and then talked about
Mhm.
GameFly.
Bushido Blade. That's what I played. That would cause a lot of fights in my house because we're all ultra competitive, and when you lose, you obviously fight in real life.
Obviously,
Oh,
as you do.
I was waiting to hear what kind of weird punishment. What happens when you lose?
Oh,
You get
beat
punched in
up.
the face.
No, you. Wait, if you lose, you punch someone in the face. If you win, you get punched in the face because the loser would punch you in the face because they're mad.
Oh. Sounds healthy.
Yeah, it's not.
Interesting.
Do you not have siblings?
I do. I have one sister. Actually, technically, I have a half sister. Never met her.
I have 3.
I don't know why I'm bringing that up. I do have a sister. She's cool.
Oh, cool. Did you guys ever fight?
Yes. She clotheslined me one time
Nice.
and got in major trouble because I'm the youngest, so I definitely cried.
Oh, you milked that all for all it's worth.
No, I cried because it hurt. But also, since I'm the youngest and I'm crying, they're like, "What's wrong?"
You're the baby. You're the one we really love.
You're the favorite.
You're our most recent investment. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, I was
love you
middle,
more.
so I was ignored. So.
Oh, you poor.
I was the
thing,
oldest,
yeah.
so
So you had all the responsibility.
Your brother looks older than you. How many are you?
which one?
I
So
don't
I
know.
have one
Whatever.
actual brother, 2 stepbrothers on my mom's side, a stepbrother and 2 stepsisters on my dad's side.
The one that lived with you.
He's younger
Oh, wow. He looked older.
by about a year. Yeah.
Interesting.
He was
So are you
also-
saying he's got a baby face or?
I don't know.
No,
He
he's-
looked, I think he was bigger.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 6'6".
My God!
Played tight end for Wyoming.
Holy shit!
Yeah. He's
Did
a
he
big
get a
dude.
concussion?
As long as
Um,
it's before 50, it's
No, I
good.
don't think he's gotten concussions.
Or do we have to worry about it? That's what we're really asking here.
No.
Okay.
But going back to the cats,
Oh.
but not about shit. I saw a trailer today for a game called Stray.
Uh-huh.
You get to play a cat.
Oh, that's awesome.
And like the way they described it is like cyberpunk but with cats. And
Mhm.
It's like an open world.
So there's just a
and-
bunch of cat dicks flying around.
How many cat first question.
You know, the only thing anyone cared about Cyberpunk was you could have a
No,
dick.
that's just the character creation. You just
I
like
know,
wiggle
but
it back
that-
and forth.
That's all. It also just glitched out of clothes, so it's all you got all
I
the
didn't
time.
I didn't
That
get
never
any of
happened.
those glitches.
Yeah. I also played it on PS4 and beat it. So I'm the real champion here.
Woo!
Yeah.
Anyway, so you get to play as a cat.
Play as a cat. Oh
With
yeah,
the
second one
dicks
was
flying
cat
around.
dicks. Like you went
Yep.
straight to there. But yeah.
You said Cyberpunk, and
Cats are
that's.
streamlined. So their dicks are like really weird looking.
I'm picturing.
Fun fact.
Wait, string lines?
Streamlined.
Streamline.
Streamlined means you're in your outies or innies. Like dolphins and such.
Oh.
Their junk is on the inside and it comes out when they're around.
Oh, okay.
Streamlined.
The lipstick.
Yes.
Tube.
Cool.
Okay. You're playing a cat and like you wake up in a world and you're just trying to find your way home. It's like robots and people.
Mhm.
Like that's literally all I had to say, but I kept on getting cut off because of dick hands.
Dick hands. That sounds like a fucking urban legend guy who gets you in the woods. If you have sex before you are
Dick
married,
hands is gonna get you.
Dick hands. Oh, Jimmy Dick Hands.
I hope I never run into that guy in the woods. That's all I gotta say.
Apparently, Stray is supposed to be like open world.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I can't take it seriously.
Which
just
part?
imagining-
Which part?
So do you find like
The
trash?
open world
and
cat
fish?
game.
I don't know. I was
You
like
get a gun?
knocking stuff.
Do you get
Oh.
a gun? I'm just picturing the opening of the game. She's a stay-at-home cat. He chooses mice.
Yeah, can you own property? Can you get like a penthouse?
Is it like
It's like
The Sims?
but with
but for
cats.
cats?
What would be the cheat code to get you like unlimited money?
Ooh.
Is that a rosebud?
It would be perfect. I don't know.
So the gears like
There's a cat in there in somewhere.
Okay, what it's reminding me of though, whenever I was in elementary school, one of my favorite books was about a cat that was an outdoor cat, and so he would try to be slick, and he had 9 homes that he would go to.
okay.
Smart move.
And so, but because he wanted to eat 9 times a day, he wanted to eat 9 meals. But
Don't we
then,
all?
Chunky cat.
I know, right? But then he got sick, and so each house he went to took him to the vet, so he had to go to the vet like 9 times. And so the moral of the story is don't lie about.
You'll be taking to the doctor.
I think my favorite
Just don't lie,
book as a
'cause-
kid was like knockoff of the Lord of the Rings called the Sword of Shannara.
The Sword of Shannara.
Yeah, then they had the Elfstones. That was my favorite one. The Elfstones of Shannara. Then there was the Wind Song of Shannara.
Ooh.
The first book is a complete ripoff of The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. I don't know. It's like word for word the same thing. But he went on his own path. I don't know why my voice just did that.
Makes me whenever
I'm sounding
someone
like I'm smoking.
You sounded like a demon fox.
like you've been smoking for 60 years. When someone has phlegm in their throat, does it create the compulsion for you to want to clear your throat?
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah.
It was like 50-50. It was like empathy phlegm.
What was David's favorite book? Did you read? What year?
Yeah, I read. Like, how old are we talking?
I don't know.
Did your family read to you?
Fuck.
I mean,
no.
probably.
Mine
I read a lot.
didn't.
No, the book series I read growing up is.
Well, of course not. Your family punched each other in the face
Yeah,
when they
they-
lost at games.
My family was horrible. Okay. You don't want to hear those stories.
ding, ding, ding.
No, I read through the series of the series of unfortunate events.
Mm.
Read through all those because I remember my friend. It was like 4th grade, I think. My friend let me borrow the first one. I was like, "Oh, this is good. I'm gonna go see if they have it at the library." Read that one. Got the second one. Read that in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, actually, I went to the Barnes and Noble to see like how many they had. Like, oh, there's 9 of them. And so I got like 2 of them, or I got the second one. Mom was like, "Yeah, if you finish this one, we'll get the next one." Finished that one in 2 days, and then I'm like, can we get 2? Because I know I'm gonna finish these. Basically, I read the series, and like total time read had to be like a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like his autobiography, I read in one night. I was super into his work.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I also read a lot of science books because my dream job as a kid was to be Frankenstein, where I could make monsters in a lab. That's what I wanted to do as a career. And then I found out
That's
you couldn't
viable.
do that.
I
That's
mean-
really
Well, I went to make creatures like splicing DNA, like
Oh.
making like a frog, rat, snake.
whenever I was,
Monster.
Chimera.
Yeah, chimera, yeah.
That's funny. I thought my first job would be cleaning tombstones in a I don't know why. Like I thought it would be peaceful. Like it seemed peaceful to be like just like the sweet lady that cleans the tombstones in a graveyard.
Yeah, until you're
Not at
haunted.
night. Not at night, but like during the day. It just seemed peaceful. And then I realized that's not a job.
Yeah, that's
And
the
'cause
groundskeeper.
people-
Volunteer
Yeah, well,
work.
because
Yeah.
that's what people were like. You mean a groundskeeper? I was like, no, I don't want to do any of the yard. I just want to clean the tombstones and make them presentable for families. That was unintentional. When they go to visit their deceased.
That is
Family
the
member.
weirdest goddamn childhood job I've ever heard in my life.
Coming from Frankenstein?
That's more realistic.
slice DNA.
I wanted to create monsters, okay? Mine was viable and cool. Yours is fucking cleaning tombstones.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, I don't know if this is a true statistic. Apparently, like everyone has like one memory that's not real. Like that you think is for sure something that happened, never happened.
I was like, hold on, let me try to think. I was like, no, I'm gonna think every memory I have is real. So.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I want to watch that movie, Nobody. But I
Nobody,
haven't.
Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Is that the knockoff John Wick?
Yeah, with Bob Odenkirk. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see that he had to be rushed to the hospital?
Yeah, I don't know why though.
They said it was like a I don't know if I'm correct, but it was like a heart issue or something
Oh,
like that, like
ma-
a faint or something.
He was working out too much for this movie.
He like I saw behind the scenes that he was working out.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't on set, he was working out, like doing martial arts or weightlifting or something like that. He took it super seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I just feel like right after I rented, it's gonna be on HBO or something. I'm like, God damn it!
Yep, it will.
Rent it.
$6.
Rent it tomorrow, so then the next day we could watch it on HBO for free.
Yeah.
You see American Pickle?
Nope.
That's another Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah, I saw
It's on
previews.
Oh, is that the one where they're meat? No. The ones where they're hot dogs?
Oh,
when they're
Sausage
No, that's
Party.
Sausage Party.
the one where
Which
they're
has the-
protein links.
The most insane ending ever. When there's the gangbang or whatever at the end.
Oh yeah, there's an orgy in the grocery store. Oh my, I forgot about that movie.
That movie's so fucking dumb.
It's so stupid and so gross and hilarious.
Have you ever seen it, or were you just?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh,
I just.
well, you're not
remember it.
missing out. I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't suspect that I was.
No, American Pickle is the one where like he plays the present day character and his own.
Oh, that's right. His
great-grandpa or whatever.
own ancestor. Yeah.
Yeah, where he falls in the pickle vat and gets pickled, and so he like wakes up in the future.
Is that what
Oh,
that show's about?
Yep.
I thought it was
yeah.
about the history of pickles.
Nope.
I thought
As told by Seth Rogen.
interesting.
Pickles are
Yeah,
pretty
no,
good.
I was curious about it, and I never checked it out.
That's
Is
an
it good?
apple?
Because it
I
kind
haven't
of
seen it.
oh,
It's Hulu.
Oh,
because it looks like it might be good, but it also looks like it might be really bad.
I think I would have liked it more if it was about the history of the pickle.
I don't know. Whoever sees it first will report.
Well, having a pickle, you got to bring pickles for everybody.
Circling back to food. Fried pickles. Chips or spears?
Chips, 100%.
Fried pickles,
Mhm.
chips.
Yeah, chips.
Yeah. Who the fuck
Who?
eats
Yeah, who
spears?
says spears?
That's what they serve at Alamo.
Oh,
I know. No,
I
no,
hate
no,
it.
no.
It's too
I
much
know.
pickle.
I know. It's like whenever you get a sandwich that's all bread.
Mhm.
It's the wrong proportions.
Yeah, it's too much pickle to the breading.
It's too much pickle
pickle
per
bread
breading.
ratio.
Yeah,
is-
the pickle bread ratio is off.
It's like 10% bread, 90% pickle.
It's horrible, and it doesn't dunk the right way. Whenever
No,
I
just take a bite. It's like juice.
yeah,
and,
no,
like,
it's not
slides.
good.
There is this place called Unity Vegan Kitchen. It used to be in Barton Springs. They had the best fried pickles I ever had in my life.
Really,
Dude, I actually like the Buffalo Wild Wing ones. Like those are top tier for me for some reason. Like randomly.
I like what's that place? They do fried chicken.
Lucy's?
Not Lucy's.
Gus's.
Gus's.
The one
Their
down-
mac and cheese is on point too. Sprinkle the paprika on top. Woo!
We went
Their fried pickles are good.
we went to a bar up in North Austin to watch a Austin FC game, and we left because it was way too loud. Like they turned the volume up for the game. But we got fried pickles there, and they were like chip spears, and so they're like that long, like wide and all that. But there was like I took by like, okay,
Wait, you mean like they were chips? They were thin.
but they were the length
but
of
they were-
spears.
So like the sandwich pickles. I don't.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's what I do. Like
I'm getting cyberpunk visuals here.
whenever I get like a pickle thing out of the jar,
I do the
flap
same
it
thing.
against the rim to get the juice off.
What was
so I
that
can
verb
lay
that you used?
I flap it against
Flop
the
it
rim.
against the.
Flap it. To flop means you lay it on something. To flap means it just hits something. I flap it against the rim so that way whenever I put it on my sandwich, it's not too juicy and
Yeah.
wet. Gotta shake it off a little bit. Anyway, so
But yeah,
but you're saying it's
the
like those,
flappable kind, yeah.
but they're breaded.
Yeah.
Like
they're middle tier.
I'm intrigued. I'm not sold
They weren't bad. They were a lot better than spears.
for
Not
sure.
Nearly as good as chips.
I believe it.
That's what average. Like
Well,
they're-
not only the good thing about the chips is if you wanted to, you could use a fork and stab them in the chips and dip them in your thing, your ranch or whatever.
I am a savage when I eat, so I just
I don't like touching food. I gotta poke it.
Then that's why the chips are good because they're forkable,
Fork you.
forkable,
forked.
stabbable.
flappable.
Who makes the best pickles? Bubby's. That's my favorite brand.
Bubbies? What's
Is
Bubbies?
that your grandma?
Yeah, it has literally has a grandma on it.
That makes sense.
Bubby?
They're really expensive though.
Bubby is short for grandma. Like, is that a name for
You haven't
grandma?
heard that?
Yeah,
Like,
it's- I
some
think
people
it's
call
a-
them bubbies.
Southern thing.
I've
I
heard
think it's like
Meemaw.
My cousin calls them Meemaw. Oh my god, that name creeps me out.
It's weird, but Bubby sounds like a brother.
And I've heard
Nope,
people
it-
call it bubby.
Grandma. I've heard my cousin's grandmother is Bubby to her.
I think it's like some Slavic sort of thing. Like comes from that. I think.
Oh, okay. I don't. Yeah, that.
Or Eastern European sort of.
Bubby.
Not Meemaw.
Meemaw's straight South Carolina. That's what I hear.
Texas, anywhere in the South, anywhere where there's
No,
people.
it's because we used to call my grandma Mama.
Mama, but not
Mama,
Meemaw.
not
Well,
Meemaw.
it's pronounced. It was spelled M-A-W, but yeah, not.
I
Meemaw.
spell Meemaw
Meemaw,
M-A-E-M-A-W. Like it's
Meemaw.
Meemaw. Oh.
I had the Fickle Pickle, which is a food truck here in Austin. They're really good pickles. I had a gig there, and they gave us pickles afterwards.
We're not gonna pay you, but we'll pay you pickles.
But here's 400 pickles.
No, there's like
Split it wisely.
the. Oh yeah, no, the location was just at the pickle place.
Wait, you played at the pickle place?
What?
You
The
had a
location.
gig.
Oh,
Oh, gig, like an acting gig.
yeah.
Okay.
So the location.
Oh, I was thinking like band.
Yeah, so did I. was like, oh, you played
Oh,
the
no.
fucking pickle place? Well,
No.
You played the fucking pickle?
Yeah.
Sounds like something that would be in Doug. You know?
The beats are playing at the pickle. Are you going?
Oh god. Anyway, their pickles are really good though. They're like kind of sweet, but then they have like a spicy aftertaste. It's really good. I recommend the pickle.
You consider yourself a pickle connoisseur?
I'm getting there.
Working on it.
Working on it. I'm working here. What is that? What is that thing that everyone quotes?
I'm
I'm
walking
walking here.
Oh, that's what.
I am walking here.
Oh.
Not Christopher Walken.
Oh, okay.
But apparently it's improv because he
Yeah,
was
that
hit by a
was,
car.
yeah. Like the car actually almost hit him and he yelled that line. Joe Pesci, right?
In character. Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, yeah.
Never seen the movie. I only seen the scene and we broke it down in one of our classes. So I was really
I see.
Yep.
I think it's
That's
good to
Yeah.
wrap it up on
Yeah.
the pickle.
On pickles. This is Pickle Talk. Change the name.
Tune in next Pickle Talk where we talk about...
What if we have pickle flavored popcorn?
That sounds horrible.
Actually, before we go into that, well, before we wrap up, because we're not going into that, they have dill pickle flavored chips
Yes.
that are actually super delicious.
Don't like them.
Never
Then
mind.
why don't
you
I
just-
I think they're super delicious.
why don't
Too
you just
pickly.
get pickled chips, fried pickle chips?
I don't like pickled things.
Because I want...
Is that weird? I like pickles, but I don't like pickled things.
I do.
Like pickled like vegetables. Whoa.
What about I think it was like
Only pickled cucumbers.
I'm rubbing off on you guys.
Yeah.
You guys just can't talk.
Yeah, no. It's like something my grandma
got
would
that.
make is like sliced cucumbers really thin and then sliced white onions really thin in vinegar and pepper and salt and just leave it in the fridge for a while and
That
then
sounds
eat it.
fucking gross.
It's so good.
And I also don't like onions.
Then you would hate this.
I hated it as soon as you said onion.
Oh.
White.
so
As soon as I heard the
yucky.
word white, I was like, oh, this can be an onion.
Anyway, pickled chips are the way to go.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're really good.
Okay.
It's just the crunch of a potato chip with the taste of a pickle.
Are these kettle chips? Are these like Lay's?
No, they're the easy brand.
Crunch
Well,
of
yeah,
Is that their slogan? Crunch of a potato chip, taste of a pickle.
it can be. They could take it.
You know what I really like to do? This is my like fat guilty pleasure. I like to take the Ruffles chips, cheddar and sour cream flavored Ruffles chips, just straight dip them in sour cream.
I think that's a lot
So
of people.
good. Oh, is that a lot of people?
Have you ever
Oh,
had
okay.
the Canada chips? Fuck, what are they called? Everything chips?
The
Ruffles
everything one.
made?
They have the ketchup ones that are actually really good.
Yeah, the
too,
ketchup ones, but they're
surprisingly.
they're
yeah,
like
the
barbecue
dressed.
dressed. Yes,
They're
dressed up. I would dip those in
As opposed to what, naked?
bitchin sauce.
Well, it's
Bitchin' sauce.
You never had bitchin sauce?
No.
That's good. It's like an Austin. I think it's made in Austin. You buy it in like a little like natural grocers, Wheatsville. I think H-E-B actually has it. They have like Chipotle bitchin sauce. I don't know what it is, but
I
it's
heard
good.
that too.
What'd you hear?
Chipotle.
I didn't mean to.
How do you say
It
it?
was like a right.
Chipotle.
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 How do you say it?
I like how you
Chipotle.
said it. Like you guys are wrong.
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
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 There you go.
See, I can't enunciate that right.
It's all that
I
antifreeze.
come from the antifreeze and the two worst dialects in America I come from. So
True.
Florida and Maryland. Yep.
I don't know what the Maryland accent or dialect.
Oh, Maryland
sounds
accent
like.
is the worst.
Can you do it? Like
Nope.
a really exaggerated.
Nope. If
Maybe
you
next
say
time.
words.
Are they
if-
the people who say warsh?
Yep.
That's okay. That's where I learned warsh. I've got some family that lives in Maryland.
They
and
say wooder.
wooder.
warsh.
I hate when people say wooder.
They don't say Baltimore. They say Baltimore. Like they say half the word. They say like the first and last letters.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Let's
That
try
makes
not to
me
piss off the
uncomfortable.
entire population of Maryland that listens to this podcast.
Goddamn crab
Maryland.
munchers.
Sorry, Maryland.
That's what you call them. If you.
I do actually. I like warsh. I think it's funny, so I say it just because I think it's funny. I'm gonna wash some clothes now.
Go wash a crab muncher's face with your fist.
And on that
Yep.
note, on that violent note, that
Baltimore's the worst. Okay, you ever been there? It
Nope.
sucks.
Nope,
Okay.
never been.
well, you're from it, so you have
Yeah.
a different kind of view.
Is that where saltwater taffy comes from?
No, it comes from the salt water.
Yeah.
But who originated saltwater taffy? Like it's
Poseidon.
I think it was Utah, right? The Mormons?
really?
I don't know.
I don't know. Crab cakes is Baltimore.
I did used to love crab cakes. Actually, she crab soup, that's a Charleston thing, a South Carolina thing.
That sounds sexist as fuck.
She crab. Oh, because I think the crab.
She crab.
Masters of the Ocean.
It's really good.
Yep. Okay. Thanks. Right. What else we
Thanks for listening to our
got? Rambling.
popcorn talk, where we dive into the tragic past of Mikal and Abbie.
Apparently, the menu that we eat often.
The tragic reality of our current diets and just other general oddities.
Yeah, go ahead and follow us on all of our socials. We got Instagram, TV Party Time, Facebook, TV Party Time Pod, and YouTube, TV Party Time. On YouTube, go ahead and leave us a comment, subscribe, and
If you don't, we'll send the pickle popcorn after you.
or we'll have a stroke.